My name is Edith Bukucha. I'm a bisexual woman who stays in Zimbabwe. I'm a mother of 3 who's living HIV positively.
My name is Caroline Mzengi. I'm a bisexual woman living in Zimbabwe. And also, I've been living with schizophrenia for the past 9 years.
My name is Sam Jinjovu, and I'm a trans man in Zimbabwe, living particularly in Bulawayo.
My name is Mai Chiwam. I'm a lesbian mother, and I'm 34 years old from Zimbabwe.
I'm a 34-year-old lesbian living in Zimbabwe.
My name is Ayanda Ngobe, aka Miss Aya.
Having to come out to my family members, telling them I was bisexual. Actually, most of them disowned me.
When I was growing up, I identified myself as a trans woman at the age of 16. By then, I didn't have that knowledge. Ukuba a trans woman, kuchoni. Until I to know some organizations as CISA, I'm a trans woman, I'm a gay, LBTQI as a word.
I come from an SDA family, and being an SDA and being a bisexual and putting icing on the cake, HIV positive, has made me feel depressed. I faced a lot of challenges. I faced discrimination at home.
My mom thinks I'm a lesbian because I tried to explain to her that I'm bi. She didn't quite grasp the concept. So I just told her that I'm yes because I just told her because also in vernacular there is no word for a bisexual person. So I just said I'm a stubborn, and then she's grasping that. She's in denial, but she's trying to understand slowly.
When my sister discovered about my sexual orientation and my relationship with my trans man, she told my family, and my family, they discriminated me because of my relationship with my partner. They saw that there's nothing they can do to destroy my relationship with this partner of mine, and they went as far as taking my child away from me for 3 years, thinking that maybe one day I will leave this relationship that I am in.
I was born in a family of 6 children, in which it's not an easy thing to identify yourself as a trans woman person in such families, because they start saying it's a taboo or you are demon possessed when you are trying to explain yourself to what you are feeling exactly. Ngoba abafana babehle phambi kwamashop laphana baqala ukungithethisa insulting izinto ezingalunganga just bentshela ukuthi kufanele omagaya ngekhulekelwa.
My kids, they faced a lot of discrimination at school because of what their mother is or how their mother lives, because they're being called names because of their mother was being called as Davani. So I feel my kids need more attention than me, because they face more discrimination than me, because I can talk back, but they can't talk back. They are being bullied, and they have to stand and be bullied. Being an SDA and a bisexual woman totally is two different things. They never appreciate and they don't appreciate bisexual women or lesbian women. We are being discriminated at church. I'm not being acknowledged for the duty that I was doing before. Now I was stripped of being a general and a church. I was a director for the youth. Now I'm just me. I'm just Edith at church. So I think I've really felt it at church that they really do have discrimination at church, considering our sexuality.
My sister ended up telling the pastor of the church that I got to, that I'm in love with a trans man. And upastor wasembuza ukuthi why ngithandana nomuntu wesifazana and umuntu lo uzamfundisa isatanism, I have to live and channel laye. Then mina, instead of breaking up with my partner, I decided to not go into church anymore because I just thought my happiness comes first.
In the LGBTI community, there's a lot of stigma towards people living with mental illness or fellow community members living with mental illness, because people don't really think that one day it could be them as well. They feel like it's something foreign to them, something that they'll never experience. But I, for one, didn't expect to have a mental illness, but here I am, 9 years later, still living with a mental illness. So it's not something that someone chooses or asks for, but people treat you like you applied for it, or maybe you deserved it somehow, not knowing that they could also have a mental illness one day. And there's a lot of stigma surrounding mental illness because people think you can't function properly like everyone else. And it's even hard to get a partner because people don't want to be associated to the crazy person or things like that. And when you speak of people going for counseling, and I think also when you have a mental illness and you go for counseling, it makes other people feel like they shouldn't go for counseling because they don't have mental illnesses. So it also affects, their stigma also affects them because now they can't seek psychosocial support because they feel like, I don't have a mental illness, so why should I go for counseling? Or if I go for counseling, people will start thinking that I have a mental illness and they'll start stigmatizing me as well. So it blocks them from accessing a service that is very much necessary for the LGBTI community. When I'm going to collect medication, the nurses will ask me about a boyfriend or a husband, and I don't have a boyfriend or a husband. So I don't know how to talk to them about that. And I feel there's already that element of, and speaking to my wellness as a member of the LGBTI community, it really is a hindrance because it makes me feel invalid as a member of the society, and it makes me feel like maybe I don't belong, because every time I go for my medication, they'll ask me, how is your boyfriend, or are you getting married, or do you have children? I know some of the things, it's part of their job to ask, but I just feel like sometimes some of the things they ask are not necessary, like about boyfriends and stuff.
Tired and dusty, she sat by the road. Her green.
Being HIV positive now, I'm facing a lot of challenges. Going to the hospital, it was okay, but then having a partner who's a woman going to test with me is very difficult.
The challenges that I've faced as a member of the LGBTI community and also living with mental illness is that I'm not able to fully access psychosocial support, mainly because also of the stigma that surrounds someone accessing counseling within our community, but also because the people that provide the service are not fully aware of the LGBTI community's needs. When I went for counseling at a hospital that deals with mental illness, there was an assumption that I was straight, and the counselors made it feel like everyone that walks into their counseling room is straight. So I couldn't openly say that I wasn't straight because already they had assumed that I was straight. And when I tried to even bring in the idea that maybe I might not be straight, the counselor made it seem like I was speaking of something that was unheard of.
Constantly wishing also to have access to gender affirming procedures or medication is one big challenge as well, because in being in a country where even those who are medical experts have no idea what you're talking about when you talk about transitioning, it makes it so much harder to have that access. So it's either people have to opt for self-medication through black market materials, or just live constantly in that state of depression where you are unable to acquire what you want to acquire for you to become who you are. Whether it's a bank, where you get there, and I remember one incident where the teller actually looked at my documents, did not see the gender marker, but already assumed that I had a feminine name as a young man, and she immediately asked me, it must have been hard for you growing up, weren't you teased about the name that you had?
Spotted uniform and the sneakers out, boy. Rebel woman, yeah.
I was in Victoria Falls. I was at work, so I was on outreach. And just the fact that my mere presence in that place led a group of people to instigate a beating on me, and only to find out later they were actually in collusion with some enforcement agents who were meant to be protecting me. So that in itself makes you constantly worry as you live your day-to-day life. So I was very beaten, and there was no justice on the matter, simply because I was told I was trying to act like a man.
In the hospital, I got visitors when I was admitted for my mental illness. I think it was the second time. I got visitors that came to see me from an LGBTI organization, and one of the nurses recognized that they were from an LGBTI organization. Then she came and asked me about it. Then after that, I just felt like maybe the way they were treating me was a bit different from how they'd been treating me before. They even started telling some of the patients not to hang around with me because I might prey on them. And it made me really feel unsafe, because at the end of the day, you want to get service like everyone else, and you want to feel safe when you're going through that period in your life when you're unwell, and you want to get treatment, and you want to get counseling, and you want to get psychosocial support. But the way they treated me at the hospital really made me feel very unsafe, because I'm not straight.
A bunch of cis friends will invite you for a drink, and you're sitting at that table. Everybody's going to their designated toilet every now and again whenever they feel the need to. But for you, it's generally a nightmare drinking in a public space, because you know, even if you're not passing as male fully, but going into a female bathroom has dire consequences, and you will, in some cases, I've often been called by security at bars where I'm not known and told that I'm going into the wrong toilet. And when you go to the male toilet, there's also risks that are there pertaining to your safety. You could be sexually assaulted.
Rebel woman, yeah. She took off her hat.
Another issue is in terms of employment. Being employed, especially when employment really involves a lot to do with your documentation. So even if you may look one way, but your documents say something else, that already poses a challenge in terms of you being hired. So it really limits your bracket of where you can work.
And she leaned against a tree, her rifle by her side, rough one hand.
Many challenges that we face, but one thing I know for sure is that we're here, we exist, and definitely there is a space for us in society. Just if society could open its eyes a bit wider, they would see